Don't click away. I promise you, these quick facts sound completely unreal, but every single one is true. Did you know bananas are radioactive? It's true. They naturally contain potassium, and a tiny fraction of that is a radioactive isotope called potassium 40. But don't worry, you'd have to eat millions of bananas at once for it to be harmful. It's a fun little quirk of nature. Speaking of our bodies, here's one that will make you appreciate your own brain a little more. Your brain, which only makes up about 2% of your body weight, is an absolute energy hog. It uses about 20% of your body's total energy, even when you're just sitting on the couch doing nothing. It's always working, processing information, and keeping you running. So next time you feel tired for no reason, maybe just thank your brain for all its hard work. Now let's dive into the ocean for a moment. Octopuses are already fascinating with their 8 arms and incredible intelligence. But did you know they have 3 hearts? 2 of them pump blood through the gills, while the third one circulates it to the rest of the body. And if that's not weird enough, their blood is blue. Unlike us, their blood uses a copper-based protein called hemocyanin to transport oxygen, which gives it that striking blue color. Alright, let's play a game of cards. Imagine you have a standard deck of 52 cards. How many ways do you think you can shuffle them? 1,000? 1,000,000? Not even close. There are more possible ways to shuffle a deck of cards than there are atoms on Earth. The number is 80 followed by 66 other digits. It is so mind-bogglingly huge that if you shuffled a deck of cards every second since the beginning of the universe, you wouldn't have repeated a single order. Let's blast off into space for our next fact. We all know a day on Earth is 24 hours and a year is 365 days. But on Venus, things are a lot different. A single day on Venus, meaning one full rotation on its axis, takes 243 Earth days. But it only takes 225 Earth days for Venus to orbit the Sun. So a day on Venus is actually longer than a year on Venus. Imagine celebrating your birthday before the day is even over. Back on Earth, do you love that fresh, clean smell after a rain shower? Well, you can actually smell rain. That pleasant, earthy scent is called petrichor. It is produced when raindrops hit the dry ground and release a chemical made by soil-dwelling bacteria called actinomycetes. So what you're smelling isn't the water itself, but a delightful bacterial perfume. Here's a sweet fact for you. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are thousands of years old and still perfectly edible. Its unique chemical makeup, with low water content and high acidity, makes it an incredibly hostile environment for bacteria and other microorganisms. It's nature's own forever food. Have you ever wondered if humans glow in the dark? Well, we do. Your body emits a very faint light, 1,000 times less intense than what our eyes can see. This bioluminescence is a byproduct of the chemical reactions happening inside your cells. So, while you won't be replacing your nightlight anytime soon, it's cool to know you're always shining, just a little bit. Let's travel back in time, way, way back. What came first? Sharks or trees? If you said trees, you'd be wrong. Sharks have been swimming in our oceans for over 450 million years. The first trees didn't appear until about 390 million years ago. That means sharks predate trees by more than 50 million years. They are truly ancient survivors. Now, for a fact that's a little quirky, have you ever seen wombat poop? It's cube-shaped. Seriously. Scientists believe this unique shape helps prevent their droppings from rolling away, allowing them to mark their territory more effectively on rocks and logs. It's a brilliant, if slightly bizarre, evolutionary design. Think about your stomach for a second. It's filled with powerful hydrochloric acid, strong enough to dissolve metal. So why doesn't it digest itself? Your stomach has a clever defense mechanism. It constantly secretes a thick layer of mucus to protect its walls, and it replaces its entire lining every few days. This rapid cell turnover ensures that any damage from the acid is quickly repaired. Let's look up at the night sky. The Milky Way galaxy is vast, containing hundreds of billions of stars. It's an almost unimaginable number. But what if I told you there is something on our own planet that's even more numerous? It's estimated that there are over 3 trillion trees on Earth. That's more trees on our little planet than there are stars in our entire galaxy. It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Metamorphosis is one of nature's most incredible transformations. A caterpillar completely liquefies inside its chrysalis before reforming as a butterfly. You'd think its memory would be wiped clean, right? Wrong. Studies have shown that butterflies can remember experiences they had as caterpillars. They trained caterpillars to avoid a certain smell, and even after transforming, the adult butterflies still avoided it. The memory somehow survives the complete rewiring. Blink. You just did it without thinking. On average, you blink around 14,000 times per day. That's so frequent that your eyes are closed for about 10% of your waking hours. Your brain is amazing at editing this out, so you experience a continuous, uninterrupted view of the world. It's a constant, automatic process you don't even notice. Let's go back to space for a sound check. In a lot of sci-fi movies, you hear massive explosions and laser blasts. But in reality, space is completely silent. Sound needs a medium to travel, like air or water, to carry its vibrations. Since space is a near-perfect vacuum, there's nothing for the sound waves to move through. So, no matter how big an explosion, it would happen in total silence. What are your bones made of? You probably think of them as dry and chalky, but they're actually quite wet. This water content is crucial. It helps make them flexible and resilient, allowing them to absorb impact without shattering. They are living, dynamic tissues, not just a static scaffold. When you think of a desert, you probably picture hot sand and camels. But the definition of a desert is a place that receives very little precipitation. By that measure, the largest desert in the world is Antarctica. The vast, icy continent is so dry that some areas haven't seen rain or snow in millions of years. It's a polar desert, the coldest, driest, and highest desert on Earth. Here's a fact that connects you to your fruit bowl. Humans share about 60% of their DNA with bananas. That's right. It's a great reminder of how all life on Earth is interconnected, from people to plants. Look up at the clouds. They look so light and fluffy, like cotton balls floating in the sky. But that's a massive illusion. The average cumulus cloud, one of those puffy white ones, can weigh over 1 million pounds. That's equivalent to about 100 elephants. And finally, let's talk about one of the most famously relaxed animals on the planet, the sloth. They are known for moving incredibly slowly, but they have a hidden superpower. Sloths can hold their breath for up to 40 minutes underwater. That's longer than a dolphin. They slow their heart rate down to 1/3 of its normal pace, allowing them to conserve oxygen for these impressive underwater journeys. So, did you learn something new and amazing today? From glowing humans to cube-shaped poop, our world is full of incredible surprises. If you enjoyed these facts and want your mind blown on a regular basis, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.